Fellow Kenyans, the Gen Zs, and the world at large. This is Simon Karaoke coming to you from Melbourne. A few days ago, left behind more than shattered windows. It left shattered hearts, more than burnt tires. It ignited burning questions. In a nation as radiant as ours, where sunrise kisses our mountains and faith runs deep in the soil, we must pause, we must mourn, and we must respond. Because Kenya is in the middle of a national crisis, and every crisis follows four defining stages: trigger, escalation, appeal, and response. Acronym TIA. And like its name suggests, this crisis has torn our hearts. Yes, the proposed finance bill was the match that lit the fire, but beneath it lay a forest of dry wood. Years of joblessness, systemic exclusion, rampant corruption, and fulfilled promises. The protests were not a rebellion, it was a revelation. The cry of a generation saying, "We are tired of watching the country of our dreams slip away." Gen Zs, more than 18 million strong, march not with violence but with vision. They didn't throw stones, they threw questions. They didn't carry guns, they carried hope. They are not a minority. They are a significant constituency, one that could decide Kenya's leadership in 2027 if mobilized. When grief is unheard, it grows louder. When injustice is ignored, it erupts. They marched in Nairobi, they knelt in Nakuru, they sang in Kisumu, they trended in cyberspace. But amid the courage came tragedy. Lives were lost, blood was shed. Young dreams silenced before they blossomed. Yet while a senior leader visited broken shops and televised, no one visited the broken homes. Is property more sacred than the breath of a young Kenyan? Is a broken window more important than a shattered mother's heart? Kama mali ni dhamani kuliko maisha, basi tumeanguka kama taifa. In Esther chapter 4, Mordecai weeps at the gate. Esther sends him garments, but he refuses them because cosmetic fixes do not resolve covenant or crisis. Doing PR instead of public repentance is not what our leaders should be doing. Calling the Gen Zs terrorists instead of listening to their trauma is wrong. Condemning the mess yet ignoring the message is sad. But this generation is not crying for attention. They are appealing for restoration and reformation. They are not chasing power, but they are yearning for purpose. The appeal stage is where Mordecai reminds Esther, "You have come to the kingdom for such a time like this." What must we do now? This is the turning point. In Esther's story, she doesn't ignore Mordecai. She fasts for 3 days, then she approaches the king, she changes the decree, and she saves her people. Kenya, we can miss this opportunity like others have done in history, or meet it with humility, courage, and moral clarity. This is what a righteous response looks like. Introduce real reform, not cosmetic PR stunts. Begin to speak the truth. We must go deeper. How many of the 18 million Gen Zs are graduates? How many have skills but no opportunities? They are not lazy. They are disillusioned. They are blocked. They are not just angry about taxes. They are tired of lies, looting, and the betrayal of their future. Let's restore a broken economy. Let's expand access to mental health care, jobs, and education. Let's invite this generation but into policy, planning, and purpose. Let's harness their digital skills, their creativity, their brilliance. Because if we do not respond righteously, we will not recover nationally. The government of the day, the regime of the day is in the palace, positioned, protected, but not exempt. Esther 4:13 warns, "Do not think because you are in the king's house, you alone will escape." This is Kenya's Esther moment. Will you act selfishly or sacrificially? Preserve power or protect people? Will you guide privilege or guide the next generation? to our leaders. You still have time to respond, not just react. You still have a chance to save before sorrow multiplies. To the Gen Zs, you are not just a protest, you are a prophetic voice in the nation. You are not just a number, you are a nation in the making. Now is the time for you, as Gen Zs, to register for IDs and voter cards, organize beyond hashtags, form coalitions, forums, and new political expressions. Your movement must grow from streets into strategy and from one term into what's next. To the church leaders, this generation has left your pews not because they hate God, but because they saw no prophetic courage from your pulpits. It's time to redeem your voice, to preach with clarity, to weep at the altar, to disciple this nation, not dismiss it. To the bereaved families, we mourn with you. We honor your children. Their blood was not in vain. We will not forget. To those who lost property, we acknowledge your pain, your investments, your shops, your dreams. But let us not elevate glass over graves. May your loss be part of the healing, not fuel for division. Let us rebuild together with justice for all. Kenya, let us not waste this tear. Let it become a testimony. Let our tears turn into transformation. For such a time like this, let us act with justice, walk in humility, and lead with courage. God bless Kenya. Mungu ibariki Kenya na vizazi vyake vyote. Simon Kariuki from Melbourne, Australia. Thank you.